Hello everyone, I am Monica. So let's start this video. I'm going to discuss how to write an introduction in problem and solution essay from IELTS Writing Task 2. So this is relating to IELTS Writing Task 2 essay only, and I'm going to discuss only introduction part. Nothing else I'm going to describe. So without wasting time, let's start. Let's read. Okay, so I was about to explain about how to write introduction. There are many ways you can write. You can choose any way. So first I will be in this video, I'm going to describe only these three methods. I will be telling you with using synonyms and with templates how we can write the introduction about this topic, problem and solution essay, and third would be without templates. Okay, let's read the question statement. Okay, so this is my question statement. You can read it. The movement of people from agricultural areas to big cities has caused many problems at both places. Okay, so what are the reasons of this problem and how it can be solved? Okay, so let's read it again, find out the topic and the main topic. What they are saying: the movement of people from agricultural areas to big cities has caused many problems at both places. It means what? So they are saying, of course we have come to know that this is problem and solution essay. Okay, but here main topic is what? The movement of people. They are saying migration of persons or individuals or citizens or like people from rural areas to big cities has caused many problems at both places. Means at countryside as well as big cities also creating problems. So we will be discussing both the things, not only the big city problem, many problems at both places. Okay, so we will be discussing the problems about rural areas as well as both cities also. Okay, city areas also. And the main problem here is, the main thing is here, migration of people from villages to big cities, and due to this many problems are creating and how we can solve it. This is our topic. So one more thing here before starting the introduction, you should keyword underline the keywords, because some words we are going to repeat it every time. Like first word is this, problems. Okay, problems as well as big cities. So every time we can't write big cities, big cities, big cities 15 times at least. We have to just take this name also in this essay. Okay, and problems also. And another important word is agricultural areas. So means agricultural areas means farming land areas, villages, countryside, we will be using it. Okay, and these are the important both places. Okay, now movement of people means migration of people, and people are shifting from their rural areas to big cities. This is the things. Okay, now for problem, yes, for problem what we can write? Okay, I will tell you. For problems we can write the synonyms like challenges, troubles, issues, drawbacks, complicated problems. But these things we will be just writing it in this essay, or complicated problem we can use. But drawbacks, actually we should not use it in these kinds of essays. Solved, so instead of solved, we will be using the word solutions, or you can use the phrase bring to a successful conclusion when you will be explaining the things in conclusion and in paragraphs. And solutions, solved means solutions, resolved or answers or keys, etc. We can use it for the word solution. And for big cities, what we can use? For big cities we can use here urban areas, metro cities, cosmopolitan areas, you can use these words. And of course large cities you can write. And agricultural areas, farming lands, rural side, countryside, where where farmers are doing their farming. So these kinds of words you can always use. Now let's start how to write introduction by using synonyms. Let's start it using synonyms, how we can just write it. The movement of people. The movement of people means from one place to another. Means what does it mean? You can say the Okay, the migration of, instead of people or citizens, you can say from citizens from farming lands, from farming lands. I'm telling you, if you do not know how to write introduction, please do follow this method. So very easy method, you can easily follow it. Okay, and there is no problem in this, but you should not just disturb the sentence sequence. You just write the another word for the words, and some words you should not change. Like people, I have written citizens, but you can use people also, nothing, there is no problem. From farming areas, instead of areas, I will be writing lands. Farming lands to big cities, I will be writing metro cities. Metro cities, or metro areas, metro cities. You can just write has, or you can write which has caused many problems, which has brought many problems also. But don't get confused, you are just writing using it only synonyms. So if you want to write the complex sentence, you can use it which has caused many problems at both places. Migration of citizens from farming lands to metro cities has why we are using has, because already it is given in question, and this, for this word, this activity, we are using has instead of caused, what we can use it, has created. Okay, has created many problems. So instead of many, we will be writing various, uh, instead of problems, what we can write, for various issues, troubles, troubles troubles, has created various troubles for at both places. Instead of, I will be writing for both rural and, for both rural and urban areas. Okay, so this is paraphrasing of the question statement. Now what next? Now we have paraphrased the question statement. Okay, so after that, what I'm going to write, because they have asked you about the problems. So of what are the reason of this problem. So in statement, in introduction, you can always give introduction, you can always describe one problem. You can say the main reason, and of course we will be writing outline statement also. The main reason for this, or the main cause, sorry, instead of reason we can write the main cause. Okay, the main, same word, I don't want to use it here. In those words which we can change, you should change it. The main cause for this action, there are less basic infrastructure facilities in there are less basic infrastructure in countryside. Okay, this is the main problem we have discussed. Okay, so this point I'm going to write it in body paragraph also. And under basic infrastructure, you should understand what does it mean. So infrastructure means facilities of education, medical, transportation. These three are really important basic infrastructure for the development of any area. So I will be discussing this. Okay, and of course, agricultural areas also. So this is the main important problem. This is the main important cause. This and although it can be, although if you do not want to write this, then it's okay. Although it can be resolved, it can be resolved with the help of with the joint effort of, you can say, joint effort, joint efforts by both government and individuals. So wherever the problem and solution is there, you can use these lines. Joint efforts by both government. So govte govt dot is not allowed in writing task 1. Just government as well as individuals. Okay. So this is very easy, simple method. You can just write your this introduction. But here, yes, wait, don't go. Then outline statement, I will be writing it. That makes sure that you are going surety to IELTS examiner. And if you you want to write it, like if you want to increase your words, you should write it. This essay will not only examine or present or highlight, you can use any word, not only examine the causes. Instead of causes, what we can write, examine the problems. I am writing it again, problems or issues, you can just write. But also I will show you the full photo, full image. Just give me a second. But also bring some instead of solution, what we can write, so that we have discussed. But also bring some answers, some solution. I'm just writing it again, some solutions to curb this, or to tackle this problem, to curb this problem. I am sure if you write in this way also, you will get good bands. Okay, probably your grammar, everything should be perfect. So this is using synonyms. The migration of citizens from farming lands to metro cities has created various troubles for both rural and urban areas. The main cause for this action, there are less basic infrastructures in facilities in countryside, although it can be resolved with the joint efforts by both governments as well as individuals. This essay will not only examine the problems but also bring some solutions to curb this problem. You can just take screenshot of it. Okay, let me do little this thing. Okay, this is using synonym. Now come to the next type of method, that is, now come to the second type of method, is using templates. So this template I have already written. It has been universally acknowledged that the problem of, we will be writing the problem, the main problem from the question statement, is escalating at an alarming rate in current scenario. This problem has been a depressing magnitude. Although a plethora of reasons are there, yet some solutions are also available to curb this grave concern. Okay, so how I am going to write the statement from the question statement, the main problem, that as we know, the problem is migration of moving from one place to from agricultural lands to cities. That the problem of moving, so moving, it is given in movement is given, so we can just write problem of moving or migrating, you can, or of problem of migrating or migration, moving from urban, from rural areas. Okay, from rural areas to metro area to metro urban to metro urban places, or you can just write cities also, to urban cities is escalating at an alarming rate. If you don't want to write this, then you can just write only to urban places, to urban cities, or to a large city, to large cities you can just write. Okay, is escalating at an alarming rate in current scenario. So this you have to write only the problem and use this template. Probably you should write it here. Right thing means you, if you are using these templates, it doesn't mean you will score high bands, but with the combination of this template with and plus your own points relating to question statement, they should match your quality. Okay, but it doesn't mean that I am just demotivating you. You can use it, but your this idea should also be in should also be there, without errors. That is the thing I want to say. Okay, now come to the next point. Now for the same question, I will be writing my introduction without template. So I will be writing here it in my free flow, you can say. You can just write it in a free flow but relating to the topic. Okay, so I will be starting it like that. It is an undeniable fact, or it is an irrefutable fact, you can say. Irrefutable fact that every year, so every year, just write it with me. Okay, try to write in your own style every time, that every year of thousands of persons or thousands of people, you can just write people, or citizens also you can just write thousands of people, from villagers, from villages, from farming lands, you can say farming lands, farming lands, living or migrating, you can use here migrating, but in exam it is not allowed write like that. Okay, living, it is an effect every year thousands of people from farming lands living their old age, living their old age farming practices, to settle down in metro cities. Okay, in metro cities, and again which has caused many problems. So for this I'm going to use which has sorry, not which has is wrong, which is responsible for numerous, for many, instead of many I will be using numerous issues in both, at both places. So I will be writing in both countryside as well as urban areas. Okay, so this is the paraphrasing, you can say. This is my paraphrasing. I will show it to you. Just give me a second. Like this. Okay, so this is my paraphrasing. Now what I'm going to do it now. So I'm not going to follow any template. Okay, so I will be writing it another language over here. So of course they have asked you what are the reasons and how can you solve. So here I will be explaining one reason. The most how we can start. Mostly farmers do so for various causes. For various causes, you can, for various reasons, for various factors. Okay, I'm just writing it, don't get confused. For various reasons, but this, for various reason, you can, if you want, you can just give reason here. But this situation, okay, but this situation needs to be addressed, properly with the joint efforts. So wherever the problem and solution essay would be there, I will be writing like that. Joint efforts should be there. Joint efforts of both government, or instead of government you can use another word, both governments as well as cities, as well as individuals. Okay, so this I have written. If we, yes, we can just write, if we want some balance kind of situation, some balance, because for problem and solution we can always give a balance kind of situation. If we want some balance kind of situation, balance kind of scenario, okay, in this world, you can just write, or you can finish it like that. Now this is my this is my introduction without templates. Okay, you can just take a screenshot of it. I'm just doing it like that. Oh my god, it's so first you take this half, and this one more line is there. Okay, you can just do it like that, and I'm sure you will love this video and follow it. So but write according to your choice of words, and don't follow anyone's template. If you really want good bands, then don't follow any template and write in your free flow, but according to the topic statement. Okay, thank you so much. Bye bye.